What if danger to our galaxy is already near? There are objects in the universe that can destroy stars and even entire worlds. And we still don't fully understand how they work. Each one could change the fate of the Milky Way. Ready? The first threat is black holes. They don't just suck in matter, they distort space and time itself. Some are city-sized but heavier than a star. Get too close and there's no way back, ever. A monster hides at the center of our galaxy, a supermassive black hole. It's 4,000,000 times heavier than our sun. Thankfully, it's asleep for now. But one day, it could awaken. Imagine that. Next threat, gamma-ray bursts, the most powerful explosions in the universe, triggered by dying stars. One burst could evaporate a planet's atmosphere in seconds. If it points at us, we have no chance, none. Gamma-ray bursts are visible billions of light years away. They unleash more energy than anything humans could ever create. Scientists track them like wild beasts. But predicting them is nearly impossible. Dangerous. The third threat, rogue planets, loners ejected from their star systems. They race through the galaxy in total darkness. One day, they could crash into us without warning. Some of these planets are the size of Jupiter. They move silently, invisible to normal telescopes. Scientists have already detected dozens of such objects. But that's just a fraction. Terrifying. If such a planet passes too close, its gravity will disrupt orbits. That would trigger chaos in the solar system. Planets could collide or be thrown into space. The entire system would collapse in seconds. All three threats are different, but they share one thing: we cannot stop them. We can only watch and hope. Hope is all we have, for now. Space is beautiful and merciless. We are just tiny dots in its vastness, but that's what makes us special. Because despite everything, we keep looking up, always. Black holes are not rare. There may be up to 100 million of them in our galaxy alone. Most are completely invisible. They hide in darkness like cosmic predators, silently. Sometimes a star suddenly disappears. Astronomers see the light go out, and nothing more. A black hole may be responsible. It consumes the star, leaving only a shadow forever. A gamma-ray burst may last just 1 second. But in that second, it releases more energy than the sun in billions of years. It burns everything in its path. Atmospheres vanish, planets die, instantly. Rogue planets can be frozen or scorching. Some are covered in toxic gases, others are bare rocks with no atmosphere. And yet, they are a threat, invisible. Now imagine, one such planet approaches us. We wouldn't know until it's too late. It emits no light. It's invisible. And then an orbital anomaly. Too late. We rely on technology to protect us, but space is no place for heroism. Sometimes all we have is time and calculations and one wrong prediction, the end. Even our sun can become a threat. In billions of years, it will expand and burn everything around it. Earth will evaporate like a drop of water. Our story will end forever. But we have time, maybe enough to understand the universe better. To protect ourselves and those who come after us, knowledge is our shield, not too late. Every telescope, every mission is a step toward understanding. We search, we observe, we simulate. We learn from each discovery. To one day predict the inevitable and survive. Space isn't evil, it's just indifferent. It gives no warnings and feels no regret, but we are the mind in the darkness. And as long as we exist, we'll search for answers, always. When we look at the night sky, we see the past. Light from distant stars takes millions of years to reach us. Some of them may already be gone. We're staring into the mirror of dead worlds without knowing it. Maybe right now, a new destroyer races through the galaxy. An invisible planet, a black hole, a death beam. We don't hear it, don't see it until it's too late. That's space, no mercy. But fear is no reason to give up. We are the only species that can understand what's going on. We build satellites, telescopes, and stations. We don't hide, we explore. That's power. Each threat is a challenge, each discovery, a chance to survive. We're not powerless, we're just beginning to understand. And the journey is just starting forward. We didn't choose the cosmos, but we can choose how to face it. To look chaos in the eye and not look away. That is the path of reason, the path of humanity. Are we alone in the universe? Or is there life out there, also gazing at the stars? Maybe they fear the dark too, and ask the same questions just like us. We search for signals, we listen to the sky, scanning millions of frequencies in hope of an answer. So far, silence, but silence speaks too, waiting. The more we learn, the smaller we feel. But that's not weakness, it's the beginning of wisdom. We are not the center of the universe, we're part of it. We've come from caves to cosmos, from fire to photons in just millennia, and this is only the beginning. The real future is just starting now. We fear because we're aware. We explore because we seek to understand. That's what makes us who we are. The universe is consciousness, human. The universe isn't hostile, it's simply indifferent. And in that silence, we create meaning. We are the voice in the void. We are alive. Every particle in our bodies came from a star. We are children of ancient explosions, stardust that became aware. We don't just observe the cosmos, we are its continuation, its echo. We dream, and those dreams push us farther. To stars, to discoveries, to new worlds, and maybe to salvation someday. One cosmic strike, and everything could vanish. But that's what makes every moment precious. Every glance at the sky is an act of faith. We live knowing the risk and choose to move forward. We are not immortal, but we leave a trace. In memory, in discoveries, in glowing dots across the sky. And maybe one day, someone will find it and understand. A child looking up through a telescope at night from a small observatory dome, warm interior light contrasting with cold stars outside, face full of curiosity and wonder. Everything must be ultra-realistic, without glitches or unnatural movements. We don't know what lies beyond the horizon. But every mission, every launch, is a step into the unknown. We send robots, probes, and ships. And one day, we'll send ourselves forever. They say space is empty, but in that emptiness are billions of stories. Each star, a possible world. And maybe someone's hope or goodbye. When we leave, we send signals, waves that will travel through time and space. Maybe they'll reach someone and become a greeting or a warning. We are the first generation to look into space with awareness. We don't know all the answers yet, but we do know where to look. And we will keep looking as long as we can. We are not just observers. We are storytellers, creators, explorers. And every glance at the sky begins a new chapter, one that no one has ever read except us. Our footprints are not only on the moon. They're in the knowledge we pass on. Each generation climbs higher, reaching closer to the edge where the unknown begins. One day we may leave Earth. Not because we ran, but because we grew. New worlds will become home. But the memory of the first step will stay forever. But as long as we're here, Earth is our only ship. Fragile, alive, precious, and we must protect it. So we don't lose where it all began. Home. Through fear and darkness, we move forward anyway. Because it's in our nature to seek the light. No matter how far it's hidden, we will walk until it shines.